Let's look at the fee disclosure. On this left side, we click that. The thing I want you to remember is the distinction between fees and costs. Fees are what the firm earns. Costs are expenses incurred to carry this case. So, for example, when we file a bankruptcy petition, the court requires a filing fee. It's $335 for a Chapter 7, $310 for a Chapter 13. Plus, we buy a commercial grade credit report. We sign the clients up for classes. All of those are costs. Okay, and if we collect that money prior to filing, we have to inform the bankruptcy court here. This is how much money we collected and used to pay for costs. That's the language that goes here. And these are our fees. Most of the time, you're going to find this information in either the phone consult notes or the attorney workbook, because after my meeting with them, I will give them a quote and put the information on the workbook. Sometimes, though, if a client files a Chapter 7, they take advantage of our file now and pay later option. And so, for example, if you're an individual debtor, you can pay $368 down and then pay us $200 a month for 9 months. And so that's $1,800. In that case, we'd put $1,800 in this box because that's the agreed upon fee. Nothing was collected prior to filing. And then they paid $368 for costs, which was collected prior to filing. In an ACH case, you also have to have this standard language. You'll find this language in a template in Sync or on your computer, and explains to the court that we paid the client paid us $368 prior to filing, which was used to pay costs. So we're going to put that in. It explains to the trustee and the court the pre-petition services rendered and the post-petition services that are going to be rendered, and the fact that the client is going to pay us $200 per month for 9 months. And so we would put all that information, we would click Save, and that would inform the court of our fee arrangement. The third option in Chapter 7 is that they pay for everything prior to filing. Typically, a Chapter 7 case is $900 if it's a non-means test, or $1,200 if it is a means test. If they want to pay us prior to filing, which often happens during tax season because people are using their tax refunds to pay us, we would say, if this were a means test case, $1,200 is the fee we've agreed on. $1,200 was paid prior to filing, and then we'd let them know how much they gave us as far as the costs go, and we would put that down here. So fees up here, costs down here. If you remember that, you should be able to dig the information out of the file and put it here. Point of practice, when you're preparing your fee disclosure, at the same time, in my opinion, you should be preparing Statement of Financial Affairs number 16, because the fee disclosure and SOFA 16 have to mirror each other. That's a must, so you might as well prepare them at the same time.